self-worth or confidence, being delusional can be literally the best investment ever. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and today we're just gonna do a cute little chit chat get ready with me because I used to make these videos a lot. They're all deleted now, but I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about today. So yeah, and also I want to try something new with my makeup. I got some new products and I'm just gonna have fun today and experiment a little bit. So first things first, we're gonna take off the scarf. So the Grammys was like a couple weeks ago. Beyonce made history as like the most awarded Grammy winner, which I'm like, as she should. I think now that she's going on tour again and she did that amazing performance in Dubai, I think it's safe to say, my opinion, I've been saying this for a couple of years now, and every time I say this, people are like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you say that? But I think Beyonce is still like very underrated. Now, hold on. When I say underrated, I don't mean like, oh, she doesn't get enough like recognition or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I just did my eyebrows really quickly to get that out of the way, but I've been using this sunscreen because it also acts as a primer, and I don't use primers when I like do my makeup routine because I'm just like, what's the point of that? But I've been using this sunscreen that acts as a primer because I've started my skincare journey again. This is like the 8th era I've had in my skincare, and one of the products that I'm using, it says like don't use without sunscreen if you're out in the daytime or whatever. I'm so afraid of like what's gonna happen if I use the skincare product without sunscreen. So I'm not even gonna like test it or anything. Back to what I was saying, I've been in my skincare bag and I've never really had like bad skin. I never really had the phase of like going through acne or worrying about that or whatever, but I do occasionally get like, in terms for me, my version of acne is like different than other people's. Obviously everyone's different, but my version of acne, I would get these little like bumps on my nose and then on my cheek. I don't think you could tell that much. It's gotten way better, but I'll just have like little like, I don't know what it would be called exactly, but I'm probably gonna make a skincare routine because it's been doing wonders. Like my skin, I kid you not. I'm gonna use this Fenty skin tint. I don't use foundation anymore. Not because I like don't like it, but I just feel like it's unneeded. I feel like it's unneeded. And honestly, I like doing like the most minimal stuff to my skin. And so when I discovered a skin tint, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like so cute and so perfect for me. Because I just feel like foundation is just a bit heavy for my skin and I don't need like a heavy base. So this has been doing wonders. Anyways, I want to talk about the Grammys. So Beyonce won. We were all there, you know. And I still believe that, like, I don't know what it is, but like Beyonce is one of the most hardworking, legendary celebrities that's like still around to this day. And mind you, like her caliber of celebrity hasn't like changed. It's only elevated, you know what I'm saying? And not a lot of celebrities still have that relevancy. I still say to this day, I think she's underrated. Not because like she doesn't get credit where credit's due or people don't like recognize her, but it's just like in little circles of people who don't know music or just like, you know, people who have something to say about everything and anything, they discredit Beyonce so freaking much. I never understood that. I never got on board with it, and I guarantee you, like, especially in the comment sections, anytime like Beyonce would be doing something in like a mainstream type of post, there'd always be that person in the comment section that's like, they always have to say, oh, I'm not much of a Beyonce fan, but, or blah blah blah, but I don't see the big deal about Beyonce. I'm just like, and it's like, it feels vindictive to a point. Like, it feels like people are just saying it just so they can be like, hey y'all, like, I don't know, it's giving the same energy as like, oh, I'm a free thinker, I think for myself, so I don't follow like big trends, whatever. So, you know, I'm like the odd one out because I don't like Beyonce and I'm gonna tell everyone about it. And it's just like, shut up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not into stan culture, but one thing about me, I'm gonna defend Beyonce like to the nail. Like I don't care. That's the hill that I will die on. Anyone has anything to say, you're gonna deal with me. Before I continue, I'm at this lighter color. I've been doing this because I see how it looks on the girlies and I really like it, and then I see how it looks on me and I like extremely like it. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, by the way. That's just my 2 cents. I've been wanting to make a video about this for like a very long time, about like how Beyonce and like Beyonce is like at that type of caliber where like she's a performer, she does it all, she literally does it all, and I feel like people don't like that. People feel threatened by that, and because she's like a black woman who is still popping in the industry and has like so much influence, I feel like people get a little bit intimidated. They don't like someone that looks like Beyonce and have that much status, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a different video for a different day, but oh, that's a little bit too much on the nose. I'm gonna add some brown to my eyebrows. I always do this, not for any particular reason. It's like the way it looks, really. Now that I've got that kind of rant out of the way, I wanted to talk about TikTok. Just goals in general, really. Oh, I really like that. I've been saying for like years now that, you know, YouTube is gonna be my thing and I'm gonna blow up and X, Y, and Z and yada yada yada. But I realized, like, looking back, I never actively made steps to make sure that that was gonna like be achieved or anything. I'm gonna use this Morphe palette. Happy hour, 15 hour. I'm gonna do my contour really quickly. I've never actually made steps or like a plan that would like get me to where I wanted to be content wise. And so this year I'm actually really trying. I've been posting on TikTok like almost every day. You know, that's one area that I wanted to grow on, because I feel like TikTok is just fun, less stressful, and easy. And obviously, like, it's easy to kind of pop off on that app versus here, which I am still patiently waiting. But obviously, like, you know, you have to put in the work for this stuff. But I definitely feel like optimistic. I don't know why, just like this year in general, even though it's only February, I don't know, something about it just feels like it's gonna be my mother effing year, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of TikTok, I've been rewatching The Vampire Diaries. That's what I do. I rewatch shows because that's like, I feel like it's my job at this point. Okay, so this is my nose contour. Now, it looks literally crazy, but it's gonna be blended out and it's gonna be fine later. I'm gonna do a quick little eyeshadow look. I love eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this LA Girl. I got this from Target only because I thought it was really cute. And so I'm just gonna do a quick little 1-2 step the eyeshadow look really quickly. But anyways, on TikTok, if you go, oh, follow my TikTok, by the way. It's on the screen. It's the same, just with 3 H's on the yeah. But on my TikTok, I have been talking about Vampire Diaries, specifically the characters that would pop in and out every now and then. Klaus. I am definitely gonna make a whole separate video talking about how Klaus is just like a great character overall. And speaking in like terms of villain wise, he's definitely one of the best villains to come out of the Vampire Diaries. Obviously, that's why he got a freaking spinoff. It's honestly what kept me going when I was rewatching the show, because I'm like, oh my gosh, Klaus is gonna come in any mother effing second. I just love like psychotic characters. No, let me rephrase that. No, actually I do love psychotic characters. I feel like I want to blend this out because I don't want to look like this the whole time. I'll wait a little bit. I'll finish my eyeshadow and then I'll blend out the concealer. No, I'll finish my eyeshadow, do my eyeliner, then blend out the concealer. Back to what I was saying, I do love a good psychotic character, Klaus specifically. And here's the thing, because I was like, what's the science behind it? Even if you're like a terrible character, if you have charm, you can get away with a lot of stuff, like a whole lot of. Klaus is definitely on the top of that list. Damon, the thing with Damon, you would think, oh, because, you know, I like Klaus and his crazy antics, I would be so on board for Damon and his crazy antics. That is definitely not the case. It was like seasons 1 through 3 of Vampire Diaries, but Damon is like a little bit of a fraud, because the one thing I really did not like about him, or about his little act, is that Damon is kind of like the childish version of Klaus. And like even barely at that. Damon always goes on this speech like, I'm bad, this is who I am, I'm impulsive, I'm bad. And I'm just like, do we get it? You know what I'm saying? Klaus, he doesn't really go on those speeches because like, who does he have to justify himself to? Nobody. He doesn't care. And that's what I love. If anything, I love getting to my eyeliner super duper quickly. Okay, I did my eyeliner really quickly. It's a little bit rough, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna cover with eyelashes anyway. I'm gonna blend this super duper quickly. I'm using this baby beauty blender, not for any particular reason. It's just that I don't have like a regular, or I don't want to buy a regular size beauty blender because I got like 6 tiny ones or 7 tiny ones for like $4. I just don't want to pay that money for one big one, you know what I'm saying? Although the tiny beauty blender does slow down the process of blending, I will be the first one to admit that, but it's okay. We're not in a rush here. Okay, now we're gonna blend out the contour and nose contour. And what I do, I kind of just mix it in with the concealer I put on my nose. And I just blend, really. I blend till I can barely see my contour lines anymore. I'm kind of new to contour. I started doing this like a couple years ago, but like I don't wear makeup all the time, and so every time I do it for the first time ever, you know, because I don't do my makeup that often. I do think there might be a little bit of a difference. I could be just deluding myself. Speaking of delusion, I am like team being delusional. I think that like if you're lacking in any areas of your life and you're like, oh, I wish I can like change this, or I wish I could think differently about X, Y, and Z situation, especially when it comes to like, you know, self-worth or confidence, being delusional can be literally the best investment ever. I'm gonna do my under my waterline with the black. This completely changes the look of my face. I promise you. If you like, just test it out. I think everyone should just line their waterline with black eyeliner because it just looks so, it makes your eyes kind of just look more fierce, kind of accentuates the shape of your eye. And there you go. Like, you see what I'm saying? Do you see the difference? If you delude yourself into thinking that yes, I am confident, or yes, I can pull off, you know, blue eyeliner or whatever, you actually start to believe it. And then once you believe it, it's no longer delusion because it's true. And as long as it's true to you, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Because some of my life philosophies, I might make a video about this, I should write this down, but some of my philosophies in life are just things that like help me not do anything that's not beneficial for me. For example, I don't do stress. I don't do it. I reject it. I cast it away. I'm gonna bake with this HUDA Beauty baking powder thingy. Also, baking recently has elevated my makeup looks to be like full freaking glam. So some of my life philosophies include not doing stress. I don't do it because if you think about it, I know that there's like good stress and bad stress, but it's not very beneficial to you if it's like impeding on the quality of your life, you know what I'm saying? I reject it as much as I can, and you have to go with the mindset of, you have to be a little bit nonchalant but not stupid. When I say I don't do stress, I'm not saying like I don't get busy or I don't have a lot of things on my plate. It's just that you can't think of it in a way to where your mind is like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. You have to think of it as just like a checklist, or just any other way that like takes the pressure off of whatever situation. You can't think of it in terms of like ultimatums or deadlines or just harsh, you know, points. You have to think of it in like, okay, that'll be the next thing I get done. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you have to frame it in a way to where there's no weight on your shoulders. That's one of my philosophies about how I just don't do stress. Another philosophy that I have, I don't do embarrassment anymore. Being embarrassed is only a thing if you allow it to be. Embarrassment is only embarrassing in the eyes of whoever gets embarrassed. If you ever like see someone trip but like they take it like a champ and they laugh it off, then people are not like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. They'll be like, oh, that was like a little bit funny, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be trying this new Tarte blush that I got. It's called the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Natural Beauty, I believe. And this is a pinky blush. Y'all know me, my go-to blush is actually this one by Black Radiance. It's a red one. I love red blush, but this one is a pinky color and I wanted to try it out today. If I don't like it, I'll just put more blush on top, because one thing about me, I'm gonna go OD on some freaking blush. That is a fact. This is a blush. I'm so excited. I haven't tried this officially yet. I saw it at Ulta, and oh, this is a pigmented. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. But this is nice. I'll put a little bit on my nose just for good luck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, even the one I put on my nose is a little bit too much. This is really pigmented. Wow. Hey, this is picking up really good in camera, although in real life it's not super duper pigmented. Like, it's there obviously, but in the camera it definitely picks it up times 10. So I guess this is a good blush, like if you want to take pictures or whatever. You mellow it out a little bit. I'm gonna be using this new Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. Now this is like my new holy grail product. Now let me tell you why. I'm not recently getting into makeup, but I am recently getting into like buying new makeup and like more higher end or expensive products, because I just feel like it's about that time where I'm like, let's put down the, let's put down the 10-year-old Fit Me powder and let's just get something new for ourselves. Like I said, I don't do my makeup every day. I really don't do it I don't even do it every week. But on the days where I just want to do a little something because I'm just like bored or have like extra time or whatever, this right here makes you like airbrushed. I kid you not. I'm gonna use a little brush and I'm just gonna like put it on the areas. I got this because one of the girlies that I follow on TikTok, like, you can literally see the difference side by side, especially if you have oily skin. I do recommend this. I don't have oily skin, but I don't use a lot when I use this. But it's so, like, it's just such an amazing product. It's very creamy. It's buildable too, and that's what I also like a lot. But yeah, this is amazing. I was talking about my philosophies. Do I have any other philosophies? Oh yeah, set no expectations. Ever stop setting yourself up to be disappointed. I use this specifically for school. I kid you not, once I stopped like expecting certain grades or whatever outputs from school, I started making straight A's. I kid you not. The last like 2.5 years of college, it's been a breeze. And like, knock on wood, this is my like final senior year, but it's just like, wow, this is how it feels to just like live easygoing and then have just the world give back to you, you know what I'm saying? But should I put, yeah, let's do eyelashes. So I'm gonna use this is so ghetto, it's not even I was gonna just like explain what eyelashes I'm using, but baby, this is this is something I threw together. I'm gonna pop these on really quickly and then kind of wrap it up. I thought I would record this bit because some people don't know how to put on their eyelashes. This is how I put on my eyelashes. I get a mirror and I just look like literally directly under my eyeball and I just place it right on top. If it gets a little tricky with you, just force it down. And there we go. And there you freaking go. A couple last steps that I want to do, but I don't even remember what I was talking about. This is such a chaotic chit-chat Gary with me. I haven't done one of these in literally 3-4 years, but it's whatever. I'm gonna do some lippy liner. Cute! Now, I have a couple lippy options. I obviously have my Fenty Beauty. This is like my usual go-to, but I also bought these two new ones from NYX. There's Brownie Drip and Praline. This one's a bit more chocolatey, and this one's a bit more pinky. I think I'm gonna go with the pinky color. Let's just see how it looks. It is on the sheer side, but it is buildable. It's kind of cute. Oh my gosh. It's showing up way more like fuchsia on camera, at least on my bottom lip. The top lip is pretty accurate. I think it's really cute. These are only like $5, I believe. What a great investment. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight on my nose. I don't really like highlight anymore, but sometimes like I'm bored. That's really the justification of any makeup like detail I add, because I'm just bored sometimes. And ignore my nails. I was planning to repaint them and I just never got to it. Let's just add a little bit more blush because I'm psychotic. I'm sorry this get ready with me was a little bit all over the place. I don't know if I already said that, but it's okay because at the end of the day, we still got our makeup look done. Now, last thing I'm gonna do is this NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Let me back the F up a little bit. Spray this on. Oh gosh, I'm so not used. Oh my gosh, I tasted it. Oh my gosh, I tasted it. Oh my gosh, I tasted it. Should that be going on my face? Why does it taste like... Anyways, oh my gosh. That was not pleasant. This is the final look. I will get better at doing chit chat get ready with me's. I'm definitely better at establishing my thoughts on TikTok, so go follow my TikTok. It's fun over there. It's just a chill good time. I am generally starting to post more on YouTube this year. Definitely gonna aim for 3 times a month, hopefully 4. Yeah, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you really liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. And yeah, that is it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, I'm about to go eat lunch right now because I haven't eaten, and how can I do my job without eating?